Happy full moon in Libra, everybody. This particular Libra full moon is coming in at 23 degrees on April 12th, in the later evening of April 12th. And that 23 degrees is an Aquarius degree. And I feel like many of us are really starting to release ourselves from patterns, especially from survival mode in terms of our money and how we have been feeling that we have needed to be in order to receive money, to receive stability. We are reevaluating what is much more, it's putting order into things where things have been out of order. I feel like we are also dismantling ourselves and freeing ourselves from relational patterns, because this particular full moon is very much opposing slighted, actually, Chiron, revealing unhealed wounds and dysfunctional patterns, and also deep truths about not only ourselves but our relationships. So this is providing some balance in our lives, especially bringing things much more into alignment as Venus is now direct. So this is a great turning point in our journey of relational growth. I especially feel with money, I keep feeling like money, many of us have been feeling like, okay, this is the way to do it. This is how we have to do it. As Saturn is kind of showing up, because Saturn is conjunct with this full moon, forcing boundaries, but boundaries with ourselves, right? So it's like, hey, is this absolutely necessary? We're asking ourselves, like, do we need to kill ourselves for this job just to make ends meet? That survival mode keeps coming up. I keep hearing survival mode from Spirit. And this particular full moon is also squaring Mars and Cancer here. So, well, Mars squares in Cancer. So themes around this, especially leading from the Aries solar eclipse that just transpired, just happened. There's a lot of emotions here at the forefront, definitely fueling our actions, but in terms of relationships and most importantly, stability in our lives when it comes to money. Because Venus is hanging out a little bit with Pisces here, it's his exalting Pisces, we're going to be feeling like this deep, unconditional love, this free-flowing empathy for our decisions as well, but not only for others, but for ourselves. I feel like many of you have sacrificed so much of yourself just to make ends meet, just for that relationship or for that circumstance or situation, and you really feel that the patterns are slowly dying away. So decisions are being made, because anytime full moons pull up, it means that we're at a quote-unquote decision point and ready to take action. But remember, with this Libra full moon, not making a decision is also making a decision, right? So if you just choose to idle and not do anything, which is your free will choice too, you're still making a decision. So keep that in mind, because Libra energy, we're just kind of weighing things out, but the Saturn influence is really intense. Saturn being conjunct with this full moon is like making us look at things that are so black and white. It's really kind of giving us the hard truth and going, well, is this what you want? You know, like, and the ugly reality is never, it's never a good feeling. And so we either stay or we go, or we pivot in this direction, or we take the high road, you know? And I feel like many of you are at the brink of some big decision, or you've already made the decision and things are starting to slowly pan out. But you're either at the forefront of something with your relationship. Does it have staying power? Or does it not have staying power? Can we work through these issues, or you know, or do we have to just fold and walk? So it's a pretty tough full moon, but it's definitely stemming from the themes of that recent last Aries solar eclipse. So we're kind of buttoning some things up, and survival mode could come from transactional relationships too. Keep that in mind. Some of you are getting ready to move. Some of you are on the brink of leaving your job or changing careers. Some of you are on the brink of ending a relationship. But these cycles go back quite a bit. I would say back to at least 2023 is what I'm sensing and feeling, just due to this Libra energy. in all the eclipses that we had all the way back into leading into 2023. But this is what I got. This is just a collective gist and just the energies and influence in general for this Libra full moon, this pink Libra full moon.